Hey, what's up guys, it's Vinny. How you doing? How you guys? Hopefully okay. I've not made many videos recently. I was sort of hibernating, to be honest, but I've got a number of devices today, a number of items essentially to be unboxed, and we'll start with one very interesting item here. What you've got in front of you is a device called Carlinkit, or I don't know why they call it Carlinkit, but yeah, Carlinkit Android 13 TV box. This device, my friends, is for your cars. So this is the device that will turn your wired Android Auto or Apple CarPlay devices or connections, if you like, into wireless. And it's got quite beefy spec. This one little unit, so little, not even a phone. This little unit is quite beefy in terms of its spec, so it's going to be very, very snappy. I'm not going to be doing a sort of a connectivity sort of a video to sort of explain to you what it looks like, or not going to be connecting to the car today. It's just going to be an unboxing, because I'm also quite curious to see what's inside the box. I've waited like 2 or 3 weeks to get it shipped from China. It's probably not available in the UK at the moment from mainstream sellers. Obviously you could buy it from eBay. It's probably priced at £144, but we got it for 115 quid. Obviously expensive. It's not a cheap unit, but it's pretty good, I think, from what it promises to sort of deliver. And just to sort of give you an idea, it can play Netflix on your car screens. So if you're bored, especially if you've got electric cars, I don't know how many of you have, but it's becoming quite mainstream, to be honest. It's turning the ICE cars into the world of electrics is obviously sort of expanding and ever evolving, and I don't want to sort of get into any sort of heated arguments or biases in the chat, but it's definitely something that's also available in ICE cars too. So you can obviously connect this to whatever car, really, as long as it's wired. So obviously high-end cars are wireless already, but you can also connect them to those cars too, because it's got beefy spec and it's got its own operating system. So you can install third-party apps, you can install games, you can install Netflix, Amazon Prime, you can install Disney Plus and whatever else you've got. And then you can use that to essentially watch TV on your media on the go on your car screen. So without any further ado, let's look at the box and quickly unbox it. As you can see, very, very minimal in terms of information on the box, as typical of Chinese devices. So made in China, this is some sort of serial information. Android, full Android system. Chinese devices really don't have much serial numbers or that sort of stuff. It's more, you know, the American and British concept rather than any other country. They just want to get their goods sold. That's really it. But anyway, so keeping my very, very sharp knife away. So we've got this device. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be very simple, very small, is what I'm also expecting, because I want to stick it under the charging, my wireless charging. I want to stick it under that, and just to sort of make it very, very minimalistic in terms of its appearance, and then connect it to the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay connectivity, like the USB port. I mean, quite difficult to sort of explain. But anyway, so this is the device, and this one's the 8 gigs, 128 gigabytes storage unit. I didn't mean to sort of use 128 gigabytes anyway, but it was the 8 gig that was my more interesting proposition. So I've considered that, and I bought this. I probably missed showing this one here. So this is the spec, as you can see here. So this is the spec: Android 13, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 120 gigabytes of storage, 5 volts, 1 amp, productor, okay, somewhere in China, phone number, so they won't have a tweet the phone anyway. Made in China, and there's the QR code and all the address and whatever on this slip. So it's also, one other thing very important to mention, it's got navigation, so it's got GPS, and it's got a SIM slot. So if your cars are no longer connected to the internet, or if they don't have any eSIM sort of functionality, this is for you. So you can get a data-only SIM, stick it in, use it, and you've got literally connection on the go. So that's a very, very interesting proposition. This is exciting for me. And you can obviously mirror your phone, mirror your screen. You have access to external apps and all that good stuff. So all this information and all these different, you've got basically 3 operating systems, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and its own operating system which sits within. Okay, so let's open this thing up. Oh, very hard, but there's the hard part of any unboxing. You got it. Okay, so ready to go. Let me just put it in my hand, and there we are. Carlinkit. Very small form factor. I love this. This is like, sits in my hand, and my hands are not too big, so just so you know. So it's but my feet are so also so for you to know. So we've got this device, and maybe get rid of these covers, all that jazz. Okay, so this is really this is tiny. There's probably a little chip in there, Wi-Fi, all these different chips sitting inside, and it's all plastic. Type-C connectivity. There's the SIM slot, and there's a TF card slot. So you can obviously expand the memory beyond the 120 gigabytes. I'm not doing that in this life, I suppose. But you never know. And there's this light, like green light, red light, or whatever. When it boots up, it's red probably, and when it turns, I should probably look at the screen. So it's got 2 different lights. I don't know. Well, this is something, means something to the connection, I suppose. And you've got 2 cables. One's the Type-C, and the other one is also Type-C. Oh, Type-C to Type-C and USB Type-C. Fine. That's silly me. Okay, so going back to so there's this user manual. I've probably made a mess here. Okay, user manual, full Android system, and some connection instruction. And if you see the spec, it's quite beefy. Qualcomm QCM 2290, ARM Cortex-A53, quad-core 8-core processor. So it's got 2 gigahertz processing speed, and the other one's 1.8 gigahertz. So it's an octa-core processor that's sitting inside the box, and you've got obviously 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigabytes of storage, which is it's massive. It really is. And then the wireless network is 4G. The Wi-Fi network is 2.4. It's dual band, so 2.4 and 5 gigahertz dual band network. And then it's got Bluetooth 4.2 or 5, I suppose. This one's 5. This is the top spec. And there is GPS, GLONASS, and Baidu. Oh, Baidu, the Chinese thing. Okay, yeah. So that's there, and there is also 4G LTE. Where is that? Somewhere. Yeah, there's LTE standard. WCDMA, GSM, Edge. Obviously, we're looking at this LTD and LTE network, so you can also use your SIM in this device. You could probably make some calls as well in the car. I have to check that. But other than that, it's pretty much standard instruction in different languages. I'm going to get rid of this, and this is the device. Again, looking at this device, 2 different LED lights to sort of specify something. We'd have to sort of check it out. Obviously, Type-C in the middle to connect the device. It has some boot time. I've been told it takes about 30 seconds to boot. Or probably this is the top model. It might take less time. We'd have to sort of find that out. And on the left, you've got the SIM slot, and on the right, you've got the TF card slot. And obviously, you've got these 2 cables, Type-C to Type-C and Type-C. I'll probably be using this because my car uses USB. USB to Type-C would be perfect for me. So I'm going to just take this out, and this is the cable. Half a meter, no, probably 100 centimeters, 10 centimeters, no, 10 centimeters, I think, 15 centimeters or 20. Anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Might have probably taken a lot more time to sort of essentially showcase nothing as such, because obviously this is a small, very small form factor device, and there is some information at the back. It's called CPC 200 T-Box Plus, 8 gigs, 108 gigabytes, FCC. It's got input 5 volt, 1 ampere, and it's got some certifications, CE, ROHS, made in China, and this is probably the serial number, so I'm going to hide this. Anyway, yeah, so that's the device, and all the accessories that come along with this device. If you've got any questions or queries, do let me know. Do post them in the comment section below. I'll get back to thoughts as soon as I possibly can. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to Unexpressed. Take care, guys, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.